Hello, good morning and afternoon. Here we are back at Student View for UCL School of Management, and we've got two great guests today, and they're going to shortly introduce themselves.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure, first of all, to have us here. Thank you very much. My name is Felix Robineau. I'm half French, half Vietnamese.
Wow.
I'm currently a UCL Entrepreneurship Master's student, and I've lived all around Asia in the past, and I've done my undergraduate in Concordia at Montreal.
And my name is Thibault Allemandou, and I'm the co-founder of Felix, and I'm doing as well the Master of Entrepreneurship at UCL. And I'm actually French and half American, raised and born in the US and came back when I was 15 in France.
Wow.
And moved to London 6 years ago.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How long do you have been to London?
It's been very recent. It's been a year, but I was in the UK for 2 years now. I was in Oxford last year,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
so it was good fun.
Yeah, where'd you guys do your undergraduate then?
So I actually went to Regent's University
Okay.
in central London. I did my my bachelor's there, a dual degree,
Okay.
and it was quite interesting.
It's good.
A lot of fun.
You just mentioned that you are co-founders. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so basically Thibault and I clicked on very well at the beginning of the year. And we realized that we had similar set of skills that we wanted to combine together in order to create something and to found a startup. And so we brainstormed quite a few different projects.
Actually, it was
that.
the first couple of weeks of starting the class. We came up with a general idea and started working on it quite fast.
So we came up with BeConnect. And so the main idea of BeConnect is to offer data-driven marketing solutions to small and relatively new F&B businesses. So whether it is restaurants, coffee shops, etc. So we help them with visibility, and we personalize their marketing strategies in order for them to attain their customer segment a lot better and a lot faster.
Yeah, I see.
You mentioned at the beginning you had skills and similar assets that had helped you obviously build this idea. Could you talk a bit more about that possibly? What skills in particular you found really helpful?
I mean, for the moment, it's like we're trying to get an overview on what we want to build with the company. Felix and I think we have like similar skills in finance. We've done it for our bachelor degrees, and we are like quite complementary on how we want to build a company.
Yeah.
But our future step now is to find a CTO.
That's an absolute must. I mean, I come from a marketing background, but I did finance as a minor during my undergraduate, and he comes purely from management, right?
Yeah, I did management, and last year actually I worked for a year in a company doing marketing. I was a marketing executive.
So that's why we're both gonna share a set of marketing skills that we've done in the past. The only issue is that we have little to no knowledge in the technological field.
Yeah.
And so we've got a lot of hardware and software components to implement. And so that's where we're trying to find a CTO or at least an advisor in the technological field.
How do you want to overcome the obstacle?
That's a good question. I mean, in a couple hours we actually have a meeting with someone he knows. If you
with
like
someone I know is so we're looking for advisory and see how we could go through all the technological for the hardware and software. So actually we hope that the meeting goes well and
I mean it should. When we say hardware, we're talking about either the Wi-Fi extenders, or we might go into hotspot, because hotspot means that we'll create our own broadband with so our own Wi-Fi service, which means that it'll cost less for the consumer or the business itself, and we're increasing their revenue by giving them marketing solutions that will help them achieve their target audience.
Yeah.
Okay, impressive.
I would go back to the very beginning of the program.
Absolutely.
How did you actually come up with the idea, and how did the program maybe help you there?
So I think we could. So we were actually studying in a coffee shop. I think the first couple of weeks. And we realized the struggle actually to connect yourself to a coffee shop Wi-Fi. Most of the time it's not even reliable, it doesn't work. And we actually came up with the idea like this, randomly saying is like, it's insane because all the restaurants offers Wi-Fi services, but most of the time it's not even reliable. And at the end you don't know where all the data goes through and those kind of things. So we started making some research on if there were any companies trying to develop reliable and secure Wi-Fi for restaurants. There's big corporate that does it, but that's why we're focusing on small and local business to start with. We could like to provide them with the most convenient.
But to get back to your question, we think that no, you did. But to get back to your question about how this program has helped us, I think that we've touched upon every little aspect of how to create a business. Whether it is
even our business plan, we had an assignment.
Absolutely,
all the financials was made during classes. That's all the steps we actually did for our assignments was pretty useful to create.
So the program itself pushes you to focus solely on one idea that you potentially want to implement in the future. And so you're going to touch upon every subject and topic by doing these assignments, whether it is in finance, very basic finance, obviously not like you, whether it is customer development and customer experiences, so testing out the product, creating an MVP through Figma and Bubble. I'm not sure if you know the software. So it is honestly a great program.
Like we had plenty of conversation with all our teachers
as well.
It was.
The lecturers are extremely impressive. That's honestly the highlight of my year.
Good conversation, good feedback from all the teachers. It was very nice.
Well, it sounds very practical though, your course, then by
it is. Exactly. Like you say, Lucas, it is completely practical.
And the nice thing as well with our court is like I think there's all of us has a lot of ambition and trying to find a solution of creating their startup by the end of the program, and most of the people actually did something.
Absolutely.
Is that probably why one of the factors a lot of people in your course may have chosen UCL, I suppose, then?
I think that is the main reason itself. The average age, if I'm not mistaken, is 27, 28. And so a lot of them come from different backgrounds, whether it is law, engineering, robotics, etc. And we all come from different backgrounds, but we all have the same goal. And UCL this program is offering us the possibility to achieve the goals that we're all kind of collectively looking to achieve.
As you mentioned, there are so many students who really try to get their startup moving. And I want to jump forward in time to the pitch competition, right?
There's a very vivid memory, yes.
First, before we jump into it, should we explain what that is? Just for people who don't understand what that is.
The UCL basically hosted a pitch competition with under the umbrella of the European head of the Google Accelerator, which was quite impressive. A lot of people were there. I was part of the organizational team. And so you introduced your startup as well to the investors who were basically invited there. But there were, of course, a lot of other companies as well. And maybe you can take us through your experience of the pitch day.
Absolutely.
What you experienced there and just your overall feeling.
So I think we should explain the context as well. We started with a showcase and after we had the actual pitch presentation. And how the showcase was presented was quite interesting because actually people were coming, speak to us, and so I think we got very good feedback on and everyone.
We had a lot more traction that we initially expected, considering there's plenty of other companies, and there are a lot of social impact companies. So it might be more intriguing for people that are just there to see it, and ours is purely technology based, so it's not maybe as sexy as the other companies.
As a dating app.
Dating app next to us, the wearable, the protection for women wearable was next to us as well. But we were surprised by the traction that we had. We had enormous amount of support.
Very good feedback.
Amazing feedback, great conversations, and even some great contacts. We had an invitation for an incubator, and there was a VC, a French guy,
who actually sent us an invitation to participate to the French Tech Society in London.
Wow.
So I think we're gonna get we had very good opportunities that night.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So.
But to come back to the real pitch itself, to give you a little bit more context, Thibault and I did not have enough time to practice because I was sick as a dog. For a week I was stuck in bed. The timing was perfect. Because it was 2 days beforehand. And so we never got to truly have a couple of run-throughs together.
Yeah, we should have gone in.
During the day, that was the only time we were able to do it. But then again, we should have planned it beforehand, but sickness made us do it differently.
And then the stress as well.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, the stress mounted. This was the first time that we had such a big audience, let's say, because it was a record-breaking attendance of 180 something people.
Yeah, there were a lot of people actually.
Yeah. But yeah, during the pitch, if you may remember Fabian, we started very well, and I was the first speaker. And yeah, everything was free-flowing, and then I started looking at the audience in the eyes, and this is where I lost my ability. And also another key issue that I will never do again, I think, or the key learning outcome for me at least.
Yeah, I think I had the same.
The script.
Yeah. So we tried, because we didn't have time to practice enough.
That's the thing, yeah.
So we tried to learn something. We actually created the company, so we're supposed to talk about what we're speaking about.
We know everything about the company. Exactly.
I think we got confused on what we're supposed to do at this moment. And no, it was it's for a first try, it was a perfect experience to.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
so
it was.
for the audience, he actually had a breakdown.
It was a full-on panic attack. First time it happened. Honestly, the first time it happened in my life, full sweat, loss of word. Yeah, it was. I mean, it is what it is, Wow.
But I think you recovered pretty well, right? So.
Well, I'm very glad that you say that because.
No, of course. I mean, the first attempt, you basically cancelled the attempt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you retried it, and he jumped in.
Exactly.
How was your experience there?
My experience.
What did you?
To be honest, I don't remember anything. I was like completely blind, trying to figure out what to say at this right moment. It went through, and I mean, I guess.
True.
The after was quite rush because we were a bit disappointed, but from all the things we learned on the same night, about like pitching, meeting potential investors.
Huge
as well.
Learning outcomes.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But even so, like we were truly disappointed. I was the first one to be disappointed because I felt like I let down Thibault for starters, let down myself, let down Alina, who is the organizer of the UCL Pitch Day. But then again, at the end, we received an overwhelming amount of positive feedback, and it was almost how can I say this? It was almost beneficial to us that this happened, because we got even more traction that we initially thought we wouldn't have. So.
Yeah, so to close off almost, because we're almost running
Absolutely.
I was just going to say, from the experience, and if you could redo the pitch day again, what would you do differently? Obviously, hopefully not being ill.
Exactly, first off.
What would you do differently? And I guess your approach.
Now I think it's like being very naturally. Try to figure out how you want to present it. That's the thing. Like just be calm, and the stress overcame on us. Because we all did it at this last minute thing. And
but even so, I add on to what he says. I guess it's not for everyone to have a script and to be able to memorize it and to thoroughly it's repetition, practice. But considering this topic and considering how passionate we are about this project, next time we will definitely free flow it.
Yeah, exactly.
Through key points that we do know. And
we learn about our mistakes. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. It's a learning.
It's a great mistake that we did.
From the Master of Entrepreneurship. It's learning by doing.
Yeah,
exactly. It's what we got it through.
That's incredible. Well, thank you for that. I think it's perfect time to close it there. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure having you guys.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much. Please remember to catch on for every other week to follow and watch the next videos. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.